of the prosecution's key witnesses took the stand in day 3 of the manslaughter trial.
Yeah, the use of force expert told the jury that there was no justification for the former deputies to shoot and kill the unarmed man. Paul Murphy joins us outside the Jefferson Parish Courthouse with the latest on the trial. Paul?
Katie Charisse, at this hour, prosecutors are wrapping up with what will likely be their final witness, preparing to rest the state's side of this case. Soon, the defense will get a chance to call its own witnesses to present the former deputy's version of the facts. Nationally recognized police use of force expert Ken Caceres spent most of the afternoon on the witness stand in the manslaughter case against former JPSO deputies Jonathan Lewis and Isaac Hughes. They are accused of killing 34-year-old Daniel Valley, who was parked on a Marrero Street in the early morning hours of February 16, 2022. At the core of this case is whether Lewis and Hughes were justified in using deadly force. Caceres testified the deputies had reasonable suspicion to question Valley when they smelled marijuana as they approached the vehicle. But Valley refused to step out, leading to a tense 13-minute-long confrontation between Valley and deputies on the scene. Body camera video reviewed by Caceres and the jury showed Lewis and Hughes firing 27 times at Valley after he suddenly dropped his hands, restarted his vehicle, and beeped his horn. The vehicle never moved. According to Caceres, there was no reason for the deputies to make a split-second decision to shoot. He noted that deputies were surrounding the vehicle in position to see what Valley was doing inside, and they didn't see a firearm. He also testified there were other options to control the situation, such as using police cruisers to block Valley from escaping. Prosecutor Douglas Rushton asked Caceres, based on your review of training and review of all the evidence, do you have an opinion whether these officers were authorized to use deadly force? Caceres, they were not. Caceres testified deadly force would have been justified if the deputies were in imminent danger of death or bodily harm. Defense attorneys argue this is a self-defense case and that Lewis and Hughes feared for their lives when they fired their weapons. Earlier, Sergeant Michael Pizzolatto, who trains deputies at the JPSO Academy, was questioned by Hughes' attorney, Warner Thompson. Thompson asked, "You don't have to wait until you see a muzzle flash of a gun to use deadly force." Pizzolatto, correct. Thompson, you don't have to wait to be hit by a vehicle to use deadly force. Pizzolatto, correct. And this case could be in the hands of the jury as early as tonight, most likely tomorrow. And if convicted of manslaughter, Lewis and Hughes could face up to 40 years in prison.